world amateur champion when he was just 20 years old in 2013. And the action underway, 12 rounds for the WBO middleweight title.
Important that Bentley doesn't allow Alimkhanuly to establish that rhythm, working off that jab. Like we said before, he does prefer to work at a pace. He prefers a slower pace from the opponent coming forward so he can see the attacks. And you can't afford to hesitate against him because then he'll just pick you off. So you've got to be positive. And straight away, Alimkhanuly on that front foot, holding the centre of the ring. So Denzel Bentley here, obviously it's an orthodox southpaw situation, so he's just taking a look. But yeah, Alimkhanuly on that front foot and just popping that jab out.
Bentley, who's been sparring the young Northampton fighter Carl Thale, who's a tall southpaw, to get the style of Alimkhanuly and be hopefully completely ready for anything which might come. One thing we do know about Bentley is that he certainly has some sting in his punches. He can bang. Quiet start to this contest.
Yeah, Bentley just taking a look on the outside. Probably trying to draw the lead from his opponent there, look, and then coming back with that left hook. That wasn't too far away, just got to be a little bit closer. So at this stage, then Bentley just sitting back, trying to draw the lead off his opponent and then maybe come back with the counter.
Alimkhanuly stepping more into range there. The quiet opening to this first round. Just taking a look at each other. Bentley believes that Alimkhanuly will have underestimated him based on the evidence of that defeat against Felix Cash, but there's a good left hand from the champion.
Yeah, very well balanced, isn't he, Alimkhanuly? Well-educated boxer with that jab. That wasn't too bad from Bentley, but gets caught then again on the counter. Alimkhanuly just holding that centre of the ring, keeping Bentley on the outside. So he's controlling things, he's controlling the movement of his opponent here, Alimkhanuly.
Alimkhanuly maybe getting the better of this opening round. A quiet round, not too many scoring punches. There's a nice little sneak right hand off the back foot from Bentley.
It's also typical counter-punching boxing from Alimkhanuly, so he's just whipping that jab in, staying on the outside, waiting for the response from Bentley, then he goes back with the counter. So yeah, I think he's just let the first round slip, Bentley, but it's been a bit of a scouting mission here. He's had a look at his opponent, but it's Alimkhanuly's round.
Well, a bit of an old-fashioned stare from Alimkhanuly as Bentley makes his way back into the corner. As Buddy McGirt steps in to give advice.
But the guy's trying to throw a left hook over you go here, he's trying to go there. Okay, hey, tell him the guy's trying to throw a left hook over his jab.
Okay. Meanwhile, Ray Bull in the corner with Denzel Bentley.
Breathe, Des, breathe.
Where's the mouthpiece?
To the mouthpiece, bro.
Trying to emulate the right likes of Alan Minter, Nigel Benn, Darren Barker, and going way back into the mists of time, Bob Fitzsimmons, in becoming a British fighter to go to America to win a world middleweight title.
Not an easy thing to do. I've been there.
I know he's loved the Las Vegas experience and preparing for this contest in Floyd, the Mayweather gym. But now it's about delivering, and he needs some moments of success here to just sow some seeds of doubt in the mind of Alimkhanuly.
Yeah, we need a tempo change now here from Bentley. He's got to up the tempo a little bit. He's got to take the contest a little bit more to Alimkhanuly. He's had a look at him, but the pace is suiting the champion down to the ground, holding that centre of the ring, working with his jab. He's in and out with his feet, so it's going his way at the moment. Bentley's got to change things here. He's got to put on a little bit more pressure, and most certainly just have a go with that right hand, but he can't afford to launch it from too far away. Got to get the feet closer, but he's got to use his lead hand a little bit better. That was okay there. See, too far away with the right hand there, John, so he's got to get up close, but he's got to be busier with his lead hand to set that right hand up.
Alimkhanuly beats Danny Dignam, another British fighter, very rapidly, and Bentley wants to get into the stage of the fight where he can impose his own talents. He's not really landed anything substantial so far.
That's a good shot there from Alimkhanuly. Bentley felt that one.
Keeps a very good shape, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's finding it very difficult, but he's finding it like most boxers do against Alimkhanuly. He's difficult to get to. He's very well skilled and he stays on the outside very well, but he's dictating things here. That's why we need to see something different from Bentley.
Ben protested to the referee that left hand was low, and the referee responded by telling Alimkhanuly to keep his punches up. Looking for that right hand, and he's not been able to find it yet, Denzel Bentley.
I think, John, by using his lead hand a little bit more like that there, Bentley, that may bring Alimkhanuly just out of his shell a little bit more, and he'll try and counter that shot, and that's when you can catch him. Like there, he just failed to connect, Bentley did there with a shot, but you do get the odd opportunity to land that punch when Alimkhanuly's going forward, so you've got to bring him over his front foot, more work with the lead hand to make him come forward, and then you may catch him.
Alimkhanuly narrowing the gap between the two of them a little in the closing stages of this second round. Bentley trying to get onto the front foot, and he's saying to Alimkhanuly, come on, come to me. And Alimkhanuly gives him a grin, as much as to say, you can ask all you like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, 2 rounds to Alimkhanuly for me here. Bentley just waiting on the outside, probably a little bit too long. Wasn't too far away there, you see, but he's missing the target, starting the attack from too far out, and then it's pretty bread and butter stuff for Alimkhanuly to come back with his counter.
Relax. Okay? But tell him, keep faith in the guy. Every time you faith, keep faith in him. And get closer. Very good. Relax, baby, relax. Don't look for the knockout. Just let your hands go.
Well, Southpaw versus Orthodox doesn't always create a dramatic fight. Maybe the fireworks are still to come. Here we are going into the third. And you heard clearly the instructions from Alimkhanuly's corner. Let's see you getting closer and let your hands go.
Well, for me, if Alimkhanuly does get closer, he risks actually walking onto a shot. I think he's boxing well at distance here at the moment. At long range, he's controlling things. Bentley getting caught now, John, with a couple of shots. Actually, for me, Bentley's left hook's probably the most dangerous shot. Alimkhanuly coming forward, low lead hand. So if you can draw him onto that left hook, that wasn't too far away. Maybe that's the shot. But he's got to do something different here, Bentley. He's just settling down again into Alimkhanuly's contest. He's controlling the pace.
Yep, he's been given a lot of very vociferous instructions from his corner, Bentley. Denzel Bentley being told, use the jab. So well schooled, Alimkhanuly, difficult to tag.
He's difficult to tag, but also, John, he is well schooled, because if you make a mistake, that's when you're going to get caught. That's where his skills really come into play. Great counter puncher, but if you make a mistake, you do something wrong, you get punished. And that was a good shot there from the champion.
And now he's got Bentley in a corner. British champion tries to respond with a solid right hand to the body of his own, but he's not getting a lot going his way right now.
Bentley just drifting into that style of that so many do against Alimkhanuly. He's finding that he's too far out, too far away. Alimkhanuly using the jab very well and keeping the distance.
Of course, the American promoters are talking up the very real possibility of a fight between Alimkhanuly and Gennady Golovkin some way in the future. Bentley wins this, well, he really does find the keys to the treasure chest, doesn't he? Because he would be right in the mix for big fights like that. Left hand from Alimkhanuly looked a bit low there. Bentley looking for that big right uppercut, but misses the target.
Yeah, again, it's going Alimkhanuly's way. I think this style of boxing for Bentley, his only chance here to maybe catch his opponent with a big shot is if Alimkhanuly gets a little bit too complacent and then walks onto a punch. But that's a big gamble to take, John, here. I think Bentley's struggling here with the distance that he's finding himself away from Alimkhanuly.
And perhaps not doing enough so far to have taken a single round.
Okay, hey now, you're throwing the left hand like this now. Just bring it straight now, okay? And keep going to the body, but keep pushing him back. Don't let him come forward.
Yeah, better work again from Alimkhanuly. Bentley tried the odd shot here and there, but the champion, I think, had the better of things. You see Bentley just falling short there with his shot. Alimkhanuly just steps in and catches him on the counter. Just out bread and butter counter punching style from Alimkhanuly, and he's using it to good effect.
Well, Denzel Bentley with his supporters, but he needs some rounds. Hard to make a case for him having won one so far. Into the fourth of this 12-rounder. Alimkhanuly's never had to go 12 rounds.
It wasn't too bad a shot there from Bentley. Caught Alimkhanuly there with that left hand, that lead hand. And Alimkhanuly, you know, he's fairly dominant coming forward. A couple of times now, Bentley's given opportunities to land the odd shot in there. He's got to take them.
Well, he's being encouraged to be the aggressor, isn't he, Alimkhanuly? And that maybe will just give Bentley that little bit more of an opportunity if he's not having to go looking for him.
Yeah, but the pace is suiting Alimkhanuly, John. Down to the ground, he's slowed things down. You can see any attacks that are coming from Bentley, and he's counter-punching Bentley. So Bentley, he's got to change things. Maybe occasionally push Alimkhanuly back. What's he like under a little bit of pressure? We haven't seen that yet.
Well, there'll come a point where Bentley's going to have to gamble a little bit more than he has done so far. That much, I think, is fairly self-evident. Massively experienced as an amateur, Alimkhanuly. Denzel Bentley not with that pedigree. Came from a real, genuine street fighting background and has learnt pretty much as a pro as he's gone along. It's more like it.
Yeah, it's a little bit better from Bentley. Bentley's corner, shouting the instructions, gets caught there though. But they want him to be a little bit more positive.
Well, there's a solid left hand from Alimkhanuly. Bentley just maybe just being a little bit too reactive rather than proactive.
Very difficult to outbox Alimkhanuly at long range, John. With all respect to Bentley, he's just not that type of boxer. He's just being controlled, the distance from Alimkhanuly, using that jab, just controlling things very well. So because Bentley's feet are pretty slow, then that suits Alimkhanuly down to the ground.
Alimkhanuly's not really had him in any sort of big trouble so far. He's not landed too many power shots thus far. Bentley onto the front foot now. Another round slips away, and maybe another round which goes to the champion.
Yeah, I think so. I think you can't give any of the first 4 rounds to Bentley, to be quite honest. Alimkhanuly,
very good.
He's in his groove here.
Okay, but tell him we got to keep the guy backing up. Keep pushing him back. Double jab, left hand. Gonna be double jab, left hand to the body. Okay? Tell him the guy's petrified. So keep feigning him. Keep backing him up. Okay, very good. Very good. But now when you get close next time, I want to see the right hook. Okay? Very good. Double jabs now. Deep breath. Take your time. No rush. Double jabs. Tell him don't look for the knockout. Just let his hands go. Don't look for the 1 point.
Tell him the guy's petrified, is he?
I don't think Bentley's petrified of anything or anyone. It's just that he just can't find a way. He's on the outside, and you know, the tactics that he's chose, he's just finding it very difficult because he's too far out, John, at the end of the day, and that's why he has got to do something different. And as you said it in the round before, sooner or later he's got to change things around.
Maybe got to try and put Alimkhanuly into reverse gear one way or another, and then let's see how good a counter puncher he is then. Buddy McGirt, as you've seen with the Russian translator in the corner, making sure his message gets across to Alimkhanuly, wanting him to throw straight punches, and he threw a nice straight left hand there. That's better. Good shot, left hand from Bentley.
Much better from Bentley. Now we're talking. He's got up close, landed a couple of good shots. That's better. Going through the gears a little bit more. That's it, putting his work together well.
Took one back though. Solid left hand from the champion. But more success for Bentley in the early stages of this 5th round.
And that's where he's got to work. That wasn't too bad from Bentley, but again, just let the opportunity slip on the inside there.
Right hand counter. Very wary of that left hook of Alimkhanuly, isn't he? They see that rightly as the danger punch.
But this is better from Bentley. Yes, he's getting to Alimkhanuly now. Being more active.
Lovely right hand lead though from the champion. But this is a better round for Bentley. Ships another solid left hand.
Never mind Alimkhanuly using his double jab. This is when Bentley maybe has to use that double jab to close that gap down and get up closer to Alimkhanuly to let the shots go.
Well, he's certainly giving it more of a go in this 5th round, Denzel Bentley. It's coming to the stage where he has to start showing some real belief and going in there really physically in pursuit of his dream.
Much better work though from Bentley.
Solid right hand to the body. And Alimkhanuly forced into reverse gear momentarily. We've not seen that too often.
No, and Alimkhanuly has just allowed Bentley to come forward and close that gap down, and Bentley's caught him with the better shots. Bentley round for me, his first one.
Well, he'll take a little bit of confidence from that one as he goes back to his corner. And Ray Bull, I think, will be reasonably pleased.
Much better work from Bentley. Landed some better shots. Coming forward, he closed the gap down and he let his hands go. Alimkhanuly guilty of just allowing Bentley just to close the gap. And for me, that was Bentley's round, much better.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're hearing a microphone in that corner. But I think we can safely deduce that they'd be a bit happier that tactics were starting to come to fruition in that fifth round.
Most definitely. So how does Alimkhanuly react now? Does he go back on the outside, use that jab and keep the distance? And can Bentley close that gap and drag Alimkhanuly into a more shorter mid-range battle where surely Bentley, that's his best chance of success.
Bentley keeps looking to detonate that right hand, trying to turn it into some sort of more of a toe-to-toe exchange, getting closer.
But the thing is, John, he's just thrown a shot there that he can't afford to throw and miss. The right hand, he's probably thrown it from a little bit too far out. And if you miss the target, then you see Alimkhanuly come back with fast, sharp counters. You've got to get your feet in closer to land that shot. Work with that lead hand to set up that right hand before you throw it.
The right hand, solid body shot. Waiting for Alimkhanuly to commit himself. Alimkhanuly pretty much wanting to wait for Bentley to do the same. So for significant parts of these rounds, we're having a bit of a stalemate.
We are, and is Alimkhanuly maybe just feeling the pace a little bit? I don't know. He just slowed it down a little. And Bentley's got to jump on that. He's got to recognise Alimkhanuly has just lowered the work rate, and Bentley, I think he has realised it. He's got to just step it up a little bit, put Alimkhanuly under a little bit more pressure here.
He had those good wins, didn't he, against former champions Rob Brandt and Hassan Andam and Cheatham, but they were fighters perhaps past their best. And Bentley, he's looked at that record and he said, yeah, he might have beaten them, but I'd beat them as well.
Alimkhanuly gone back into that counter-punching mode on that back foot, in and out with the feet, making Bentley miss, and then he's coming back and scoring. First and third boxing from the champion. You see, there's an example there, making the opponent miss and then going back with fast counters.
Alimkhanuly mouth hanging open a little bit more now, and you might be right on that about him feeling the pace, Richie. He doesn't look as sharp and as fresh as he did a couple of rounds ago. Again, the exchange of glances from the two, and Bentley, I think, is growing in confidence. Ray Bull will be pleased that things are starting at last, maybe a bit belatedly, to move more his way. How did you score that last round?
I had that even, that round. I thought it was a close round indeed. But they will be more confident.
Well, they got a microphone in there eventually, and he said he's fading.
There you go.
Okay? All right. Keep pushing the guy back. Don't let him come forward. When he comes forward, he gets brave. We don't want that. And tell him when you hear the tap, the guy's going to try to pick it up. Be careful.
The taps being what they do to indicate the last 10 seconds of a fight, of a round in America. And is Alimkhanuly starting to fade? Is Bentley going to come on strong as we move now into the second half of the fight? Alimkhanuly is surely ahead on points, but Bentley's still there and maybe will rally from here.
Well, the longer this goes in this type of fight, it's going to suit Bentley because been given lots of opportunities now. He's been allowed to close that gap down, and he will be able to give an opportunity to score better shots. But again, Alimkhanuly there working well with his lead hand, the champion. But Bentley is encouraged, isn't he? You can just see it in his whole demeanour.
He's absolutely fancying it more now. Alimkhanuly breathing very much more deeply. It's a nice right hand. And response from Bentley, and another. Wanting him to look for uppercuts. You hear the cornermen bellowing to Bentley, look for uppercuts. Good jab.
Yeah, just doubled that up, didn't he? The quick feet. I'd just like to see him just avoid the lead hand of his opponent a little bit more, avoid that jab. But nevertheless, it is better from Bentley. And is the tide turning, John?
Could be. And the mouth of Alimkhanuly is starting to show a little bit of damage. I was reading and hearing interviews with Frank Warren about this fight, and he really believes genuinely that Bentley had a very real chance here. Now Alimkhanuly starts to come on strong again.
Yeah, but
Bentley not giving ground.
Yeah, good exchange there. Alimkhanuly landed a good left hand just earlier, and that just slowed Bentley down a little bit, but Bentley just come back with a couple of good shots. So tough round, this one.
Bentley digging in. If he is sensing that the tide is maybe turning, this could be an absolutely key point of the fight. Alimkhanuly, that chopping left hand, always a danger.
With Alimkhanuly as well, John, sometimes you've got to double up the attack. He seems to handle that first attack and comes back with his counter, so go again. Put him under a little bit more sustained pressure, double up the attacks. Again, look, the single attack's not enough. He comes back with a fast counter.
Well, a competitive round, and not a lot between them.
Not a lot between them there, John. Could have gone either way. That was a close round.
Now we got to back this guy up now. Make him miss, hey. Tell him the guy is throwing the right hand to the body. Okay? You see the right hand coming, don't sit there and take it. Turn. Okay? But I need the left hand to be straight. He's not throwing the left hand straight. It's got to be straight, Johnny. You're going too wide. Straight with the left hand. Okay? Let's go. Back this guy up. You got to back him up. Don't let him come forward.
Buddy McGirt is starting to get just a little bit concerned. The body language, if they could sense it from the opposite corner, would give them encouragement, I think. He knows that the man described by Bob Arum as the next middleweight superstar is not really looking that right now.
He's winning the contest, Alimkhanuly, but the gap is closing. I've got it 4 rounds to 2 with one even for Alimkhanuly at this stage.
And Bentley is still very much in this, trying to get onto the front foot, the Kazakh Alimkhanuly. Some slow motion replays for you of telling punches. Unusual in the middle of a round. Nice right hand from Bentley, and another.
Yeah, cracking shot that was. Reversed the roles there. That was a lovely counter from Bentley. More of that, please, from him.
Might be tempting fate, but you just sense at this stage that perhaps the greater weight of punch is with the British champion. When he gets through with that right hand, it commands respect. There's a decent left shot, though, from Alimkhanuly.
Again, left hooks on the inside from Bentley. I'd like to see him throw a few more of those type of punches. I think Alimkhanuly expects the right hand. But that left hook, always a better punch to throw against the southpaw. Delivered outside the line of vision, it's more dangerous. Little clipping shot there you see on the inside.
Bentley having a bit of success, getting him to reverse, getting him onto the back foot, and when he does so, he looks a more dangerous proposition.
Well, Alimkhanuly is failing to keep it at distance now, John, and he's allowed Bentley to close that gap, and Bentley's having success here. Alimkhanuly still, you know, he's not out of it. He's still a good fighter on the inside, but he's less effective. His best works at mid and long range. Short and mid, and then Bentley's brought right into it.
Denzel said, I respect him. I know he doesn't really seem to have too many weaknesses, but I also believe in my own ability. And in this 8th round, it might be that he's clawing his way back. Oh, that's a lovely right-hand lead, though, from Alimkhanuly. Good work again from Bentley. Closing stages of this round. Another very competitive round, Richie.
Yeah, close round again.
Well, it's not an epic, but it is interesting.
Tell him he's got to back this fucking guy up these next 3 rounds.
And they are worried. They really are. You've got to back this guy up in the next 3 rounds, and they know that if it doesn't happen, they could be in trouble.
Okay. Hey, tell him we got to back this guy up. Okay? When the guy throws punches and you come back, the guy doesn't know what to do. Don't sit there slipping. No, slip, come back with something. Okay? Don't have to be hard. Just fast.
Well, here's some of the action from that round, and that's a terrific right hand from Bentley.
Better shot there, wasn't it, from Bentley? And he reverse rolls, as I said, and acted as the counter puncher there. He just drew the lead hand of his opponents and then come back with that fast right hand counter. Good work.
Still looks strong, still looks fresh, but how much belief now for Bentley? Needs to be strong from here if he's going to fulfill his dream. Alimkhanuly trying to be the aggressor, trying to respond to his corner's advice and trying to get on that front foot.
I think Buddy McGurty obviously wants Alimkhanuly to push Bentley back. That's what he said, keep him on his back foot, but he's just been less effective with his lead hand, Alimkhanuly, with the jab. I think Bentley has dragged him more into a short and mid-range battle, and Bentley's having a lot more success. I think Alimkhanuly's got to concentrate on long-range work again, where he seems to do his better work.
He's made that fast start to this round, but again, he just looks as though he's gassing slightly, Alimkhanuly. Stamina being tested by Bentley, who, remember, fought and defended his title, his British title, only a couple of months ago. It's better from Alimkhanuly.
Yeah, good work from the champion there. Just making Bentley miss and then making him pay. There's a bit of quality, a couple of nice little left uppercuts on the inside as well.
Needed it, didn't he? You sort of get the sense that he needed to re-establish himself, Alimkhanuly. And people who suggested that Denzel Bentley was going to be utterly out of his depth have been proved to be a little bit wide of the mark. But this has been a better round so far for Alimkhanuly.
Yeah, I think he sensed that in that last round that Bentley caught him with too many punches, and he's just upped the tempo a little bit here, and he's worked much better in this round, Alimkhanuly.
Bentley trying to put combinations together and lands a couple of good right hands. But Alimkhanuly is bossing this ninth.
Well, he's bossing it with them straight shots, most definitely, John. When Bentley, and when he falls in, Alimkhanuly, if he misses the target, it's allowing Bentley to come back with some more shorter range and mid-range punches, but I think he's kept his distance a little bit better in this round, Alimkhanuly.
Yeah, much better round for the champion. Maybe just ending the change of tide, which has appeared to be dragging Denzel Bentley right back into the fight.
Championship round now. You know all about this. Yeah, give everything, Denzel. Panicking over there, they're panicking. Okay? He's in a fucking fight. Come on. Need to dig deep. We can take him out. But we've got to be smart. The thing is, when you're coming out, you've got to go. You've got to come out that side. You keep coming onto this side here. Yeah, Denzel, when you punch, don't stay relaxed. Yeah, bring back your hands, please. When you close, right hook. Come on. I'll do it with a blue one.
Question of belief to a large extent.
I think so, John. He's got to push on again here, Bentley. The problem is he's just got to try and avoid a few more shots on the inside. That's his problem, especially when he's going forward.
3 rounds to go. Do you think it's fair to say that if Bentley's to win this one, he's got to find a stoppage?
Well, I've got it 5 rounds to 3 with 1 even.
And certainly, then on your card, he's got to take the last 3.
Yeah, he's got to take the last 3 to win the fight.
You've got it a wee bit wider than that.
Yeah.
But Bentley's been this championship distance before. He knows about going 12 rounds. Alimkhanuly has never been 12 rounds in his professional career.
And that will most definitely be in the back of his mind. But better work again from the champion there. Good work to the body, and then he just switches that left hand to the head.
Bentley trying to keep his gloves high, looking for the opportunity to land a telling counter.
He's shown signs of feeling the pace maybe a little bit here, Bentley.
Tremendous support for both fighters, good atmosphere in the Palm Casino. And Bentley's really giving it a go here. Good shot, solid
shot.
right hand. And Alimkhanuly's felt the weight of 1 or 2 of these. He responded with a good left uppercut of his own. The advice to Bentley, you can hear them shouting, stay up close, get up close.
Yeah, he's just been outboxed on the outside, and Alimkhanuly better with that lead hand, and he's brought that left uppercut into play as well. But when Bentley's up close, then Bentley has the opportunities to land the shots on the inside, and he's doing that.
Tremendous effort in the closing stages of the 10th round from the British challenger. And again, he's had his moments in this round, and it's going to be down to the 3 judges to determine whether or not they think he's done enough. And they are worried, I promise you. The body language of that corner is that they are concerned this could be slipping away.
Hey, Johnny, please. Please, back the guy up. Back him up. Please give me a hook when you're inside. Give me a hook, please. Okay, give me the hook. Hey, I need the hook in the straight left hand, Johnny. Okay?
Sure.
You know, you're gonna hit bam, bam. You just boom, boom, nothing. Okay? We got 2 rounds left, baby.
Yeter round kaldı. İki önce jakslap oturuşunu
Keep pushing him back.
Keep batsın ya. İki önce jakslap oturuşunu göre.
Okay, keep pushing him back, Johnny. Okay? Very important. Don't go backward. No Kazakh style. Now we're going.
We fast jab, Denzel.
Nick Bentley won that last round, Richie.
Very close, John. They could have gone either way. Yeah, I had Bentley taking that round.
Well, the travelling faithful from Battersea believe that their man can still do this.
We don't agree with Buddy McGirt saying he's got to keep pushing him back, but for me, he's got to push him back with straight shots. When he closes the gap, then that really brings Bentley into it, and Bentley lands better punches on the inside. So, for me, yeah, I agree with Buddy McGirt, but he's got to do it with straighter punches and keep a gap. You see Bentley, again, landing on the inside.
And here comes Bentley again, coming on strong. And there's not a lot of telling punches now coming from the champion, who again is breathing deeply. That's a quality left hand. Bentley on the front foot where he wants to be.
Bentley's been here before.
Oh, good shots. Pair of them landing powerful backhand shots.
Yeah, good shot there. Good shot from Bentley, but also Alimkhanuly came back with a super punch of his own. So the resilience of both men's being tested. Another good left hand from Khanuly.
But tremendous guts from Bentley, who keeps on coming. In some places, he was being quoted as a 10-to-1 outsider in this 2-horse race. That's the sort of upset which it would be if he could pull this off.
And Khanuly just showing a bit of class there, just getting up on his toes, trying to get motivated.
A body shot like that will find maybe get him a little bit more flat-footed. Solid right hand from Bentley, and another.
Quality work there again from Alimkhanuly. Straight 1-2 down the middle. And Bentley, fair play to him. Takes them well, takes a good shot, Denzel Bentley.
Had to there. And punch resistance can deteriorate as fighters get more tired. Good round.
Great round.
So saying, listen, come on. We ain't gonna get no favours. We're gonna have to fucking knock him out. You know that? So you're gonna have to fucking fight like a lion. Where's that bucket? Come on, Denzel. Relax now. Get your breathing. Show us class. Give everything, Denzel. Leave it in here, Denz. Leave it in here. You understand? Sure. Yeah, breathe. Come on.
Jakslap oturuyor kızın roundlarıyla. Bırak jakslap ekende bak.
Put your legs out. Put your legs out.
Apologies for the language in that corner there. You can understand, though, emotions are getting pretty high here, as Bentley knows, and he's been told in no uncertain terms by his cornerman, that he will get no favours from the judges, and he needs to go and knock him out.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, John.
Could be a dramatic last 3 minutes. Referee gets them to follow the tradition of touching gloves before the final round begins. Can Bentley find the big payoff punch? Oh, good shot from Alimkhanuly. Caught him a bit square and the legs just stiffened momentarily, and another good right hand.
Yeah, he's got to get his senses back here, Bentley. He's got to hold, or he's got to get on his bike here. Got to get up close and try and hold. He gets caught again, John.
Alimkhanuly's looking to take him out here. He's got Bentley going a little bit. And now the real street fighting resolve of Bentley is going to be tested. Can he rally again with little more than 2 minutes to go in this final round? The best shots have come from Alimkhanuly so far in this final 3 minutes. There's another one.
Yeah, the straight 1-2s are doing the business here for Alimkhanuly, and he senses victory. He's trying to get the stoppage here.
Well, Bentley was the one told to go out and finish it, but Alimkhanuly looks closer to that right now. And Bentley ties him up and buys just 1 or 2 precious seconds.
Instinct there from Bentley, just to hold and just try and buy a few seconds.
Alimkhanuly senses that he can still win this by stoppage.
As you said, John, it was Bentley that needed the big round here. But it's Alimkhanuly that's found the quality shots in those 1-2 combinations, that left hand especially. But Bentley's getting through it. He's just regained a little bit of momentum now, has Bentley.
So in the final minutes, Alimkhanuly looks as though he's dominating this last round, which he surely needed to. But Bentley is on the front foot and is giving it absolutely everything.
Yeah, all or nothing now for Bentley, and he knows that. He's got to try and avoid the shots as he's coming forward, but he's still trying to win this. He's still trying to produce a knockout shot in the very last round. Great stuff from both boxers here.
Is there still one last throw of the dice for Denzel Bentley? He's still believing, he's still looking for the big payoff punch. He's trying to walk him down, but he absorbs another solid left hook. But still he's on the front foot. Still he's trying to find the big right hand. But it's not coming. Alimkhanuly gets the cleaner shots as we move towards the last 10 seconds. Tremendous last round, both of them landing absolute bombs as they come towards the finishing line. And the two of them will remember this for a long time. There goes the final bell, and that is a hug of respect from the two men. Alimkhanuly might have thought that technically he was going to be way superior, but Denzel Bentley, fair play to him, came back so strongly in the second half of the fight. They are going to be so pleased and proud of their boy. But Alimkhanuly got those early rounds, and did Bentley give away too much in the early stages to pull it back, Richie?
I think overall you're probably right, John. In that last round there, he needed a big last round, did Bentley. And apart from the last 30 seconds, it was a big round for Alimkhanuly. He produced some quality in that round. Very fast 1-2 combinations. The left hand was getting through. Bentley was hurt 2 or 3 times in the round, but then he got through it. He weathered the storm, and he put in a grandstand finish, you have to say, for that last 30 or 40 seconds, but it wasn't enough. And I think overall Alimkhanuly has won this contest. Yes, those early rounds were crucial. Bentley found a way in the end, but it just wasn't to be tonight for him.
We will see. That's how Richie's seen it. And I think probably that for my card as well, Alimkhanuly has just about done enough. Bentley gave absolutely everything, and he's proved that he can survive and cause real problems at a high level in a championship fight. But here's some of the big scoring shots in the final round, and there's a good one from Bentley, but the bulk of them were coming from the champion.
Yeah, for the good 2 minutes of the round, probably 2.5 minutes, then Alimkhanuly did find the target with some cracking 1-2 combinations that really hurt Bentley. But Bentley, fair play to him, great chin, great fighting spirit, came back and sort of twisted it at the end there and had a real go, but it just wasn't enough.
Well, it's an anxious time as the cards are tallied. Are the Battersea contingent maybe somehow going to be celebrating after this? I'll tell you what, whatever the scoreline, Bentley comes out of it with a lot of credit. Or is the man from Kazakhstan, who's been billed as a new middleweight superstar, is he the one who's going to get the results? And the two of them know they've been in a very, very real fight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Alimkhanuly he will, for one thing, he will really respect Denzel Bentley for the performance that he's put in. He had nothing to lose, and he did give it everything. He just struggled early on in the contest with the distance, but as the contest went on, he grew in confidence. And let's listen now.
Here we go.
A round of applause for these two incredible warriors on going the distance this evening. After 12 rounds here inside the Pearl Concert Theater at Palms Casino Resort, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Tim Cheatham scores the bout 116-112. Dave Moretti scores the bout 116-112. And Steve Weisfeld scores the bout 118-110. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still WBO middleweight champion of the world, Janibek Alimkhanuly.
So the champion gets it. Bitter disappointment for Denzel Bentley. I think 118, 110 was a little bit too wide. The other two by a 4-point margin, 116, 112. And as we said, he surrendered those early rounds, maybe 3 or 4 of them, and that might just have been the key to how the fight ultimately unfolded. But this lad, Alimkhanuly, still champion, and now we hear the thoughts from the man himself with our interviewer, Mark Krieger. With the translator who's standing alongside him. Hopefully we'll hear from Denzel Bentley as well.
Champ, congratulations. But you were talking about an early knockout. What happened in there?
Ассалаумағалейкум баршаңызға. Мынау экранның алдында отырған осы жерлердегі жанкүйерлерге баршаларыңызға алғыс айтамын. Енді бұл бокс, бұл жерде әрине рингке барлық боксшылар 100% дайын шығады. Сондықтан да бүгінгі қарсыласым өте жақсылап дайындалып шыққан. Бірақ мен одан масым болдым. Әрине бұндай чемпиондардың алдында осындай 12 раундтықта жекпе-жектер керек. Аллаға шүкір.
It's boxing, everything happening here in the ring. A guy came prepared. I respect my opponent because he was really prepared. He was 100%. But I am a champion and I was fighting, and we fought all the 12 rounds as the champions, and boxing is happening.
Were you surprised at what he did?
Жоқ, таңғалатын ештеңе жоқ болды. Бірақ ол өзінің жұмысын маған қарсы өте жақсы дайындалып шыққаны көрініп тұр.
I wasn't surprised, but he was really prepared.
He was prepared, but this is the first time you've gone beyond 10 rounds. I thought you were very impressive in the last 2. What did you learn? What did Janibek learn about himself in those rounds?
Енді бұл менің бірінші 12 раундым. Бұл жерде міне бапкерлерім көріп отыр, міне командам көріп отыр. Біздің әлі үйренетін нәрселеріміз бар екені. Бүкіл енді осындағы істелген қателіктерді бәрін енді келесі кемпті орнына қойып, бұдан да жақсы дайындаламыз.
It's the first time I went 12 rounds, and I am sure after the fight with the team we're going to be watching a fight and see what we have to learn and what we have to work on it.
Buddy, come here. I thought the last, you okay, man? You always okay.
You know, man.
I thought the last 2 rounds he did real well.
Yes. I mean, listen, he's still on the, he's world champion, and I still say he's the best middleweight. Not taking nothing away from Too Sharp because, he came and I told Janibek before the fight, this guy has everything to gain, nothing to lose. So he's going to put it on the line. He did it tonight. Much respect to him and his team. And also, but with Johnny, it was a good lesson for us tonight. You know what I mean? When you get 5 straight knockouts, you think you're going to knock everybody out. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to, put your...
He was playing one punch in the beginning.
He was looking for the one punch early. Then he loosened up. You know what I mean? And then I just say, listen, we got to back this guy up, man. We can't let this guy come forward. And he went out and he executed. So I'm very proud of him. He did what he had to do to retain his title.
Champ, what and who do you want next?
Who's next?
tell me.
Барлық чемпиондарға, басқа салмаққа ауысуға, барлық чемпиондарға есігіміз ашық, контрактілерін жіберсін, дайынбыз біз.
I am ready for any champion, for unifications. I am ready to fight anybody. Let's fight.
You're a great manager and a great translator. Denzel, congratulations, champ. Denzel, you're supposed to get knocked out in a round or two. What happened?
That's just, people's opinions. That I didn't come in with that mindset, so whatever people think outside the ring has nothing to do with me.
In the beginning of the fight, it looked to us like you got stung and you were like, oh, what am I doing here? You were scared. Don't know if you were or not. But something changed in that 5th round. What was it?
Like I said, perception. You felt I was scared, I was in the fight. I thought I was in the fight. The 5th round, my coach told me, listen, we're not in front right now, so pick up the pace. So I picked up the pace. All I'm doing is box into orders, box into my corner's orders, and that's what I've done tonight.
I don't mean anything disrespectful. I just felt like, hey, I'm still here. I might as well hit him. And all of a sudden, you started fighting back, and those middle rounds were yours. Did you feel the fight change?
No, the plan was to see what he has in the first couple rounds, see what I can take a couple shots in the glove, don't rush into your work because he's waiting for me to rush in to counter me, and then pick up the pace in the middle to late rounds, and I thought that's what I done.
I thought in the middle rounds you pushed him back. Was that the plan all along?
That was the plan, yeah.
You shocked a lot of people.
Well...
Did we shock you? Did you shock yourself?
No, I didn't. I think I can't say I'm disappointed. I put on a great fight and everyone was, happy and it was entertaining, but I thought I was coming out here a world champion tonight, so I didn't shock myself. In fact, a bit harsh words, but I let myself down.
You're gonna go home and think it's gonna have a bad flight home?
It was a good fight and it was entertaining and the crowd loved it, and that's what I'm here for. My people are here, they flew the way down. I love them, they're down every time. But I wanted to come out here world champion tonight, so I didn't shock myself, I let myself down. But we go to the gym, we get better, and I believe I can be a world champion, and I showed that tonight.
I tell you what, Denzel, I'm looking forward to seeing you again, man.
Hey, listen, I'll be happy if you lot can have me again. I'll fight Janibek anytime I get the call, and I'm just going to continue my quest to try and become world champion.
Good for you, man. Coach, you assessed the fight. This is Ray Ball, longtime coach.
I thought we lost the early rounds. We told him to step it up in the 5th round. He hadn't done what he told him. We were telling him to push on round about a minute and a half to try and push him back, take his work away from him, and he did that. I'm a little bit disappointed with the judge, what give it the 18. I think that was a bit wrong. I think the other judges got it spot on. We ain't got no complaint about that. But I just want to say one thing. All the boys in the Peacock gym back home, we've had a good result in Dubai today. And Martin, it's a shame you couldn't be here tonight, but we've had a good night.
Denzel, no disrespect at all. Much respect to you. Thank you for a great evening. Bernardo,